How about my dearest YouTube friends? Today we are in a new video, another one, because let's remember that today we have the Rango 4 showcase of Photon. So I recommend that you watch the video and also the rest of the Rango 4 showcase videos that we already have in the channel and that we will have in the future. But the important thing here is that we have been brought the news that we have the COP balance update for Nefaria and Shathra. The truth is that I'm quite afraid of this video because the truth is that Count Nefaria is a character that I love and I hope they don't touch him much, and the truth is that Shathra has lately become a quite powerful character, and that on top of that, this prestige, so let's hope they don't touch her either. A lot. Okay then? Well, let's see. I already tell you that I hope that Count Nefaria doesn't touch even a pinch, or in defense of the attack it's quite good. So let's see what our friends from Kaban tell us, and that is that, hello everyone, the Balance team is here again with the celebration about the last round of champions for Review Count Nefaria, and let's talk about the condemnation. It scares me. I see little text. We will see that nothing changes us. The Nefaria was designed to be a scientific attacker who targets two main mystical threats, power gain and regeneration. Basically, within his Nefaria abilities, we know that he is quite powerful in removing the regeneration of opponents, also regenerating himself and removing the gain of power. We're thrilled to see summoners take advantage of the unique combination of immunities and Count Nefaria's resistances to face the variations of changing danger, and we're also seeing the power of his Ion Overload abilities. They shine in confrontations with the threats of gain, power, and regeneration. Indeed, friends. The truth is that it is very useful. Our friend Count Nefaria in fact became a piece of character as soon as he came out. Let us remember that this character appeared in the Glorious Games saga, and so to speak, you could have been buying it with the offers of that saga, which I did because the potential of this character was already seen directly when Kavan, showed us the character. So the truth is that he is a character that I love to see friends with. So the truth is I'm lucky that I have it in real. Maximum range that in a range 4 could carry it in the future. By the way, we have a video of Nefaria in rank 4, so come see it. And the truth is that he is a character that is quite balanced. Let's see what they are also telling us. Currently, the use and effectiveness of the Nefaria attacker is at healthy points in all game modes. Having managed to be a versatile and sustainable attacker who stands out with a large group of mystical defenders. Perfect, that's what I wanted to see. Yes, it is true that Nefaria has a very crazy, very totally absurd attack force, so thank goodness they are not going to touch us, especially with the mystical counter defenders who, as Nefaria stands out, seem to me that it is suiting them, so to speak. They end up not touching the character, nor nerfing him, nor diving. In addition, we are also happy with your defensive performance so far, with its effectiveness fluctuating from one season to another. There are no changes for Count Nefaria. Well, friends, that's exactly what I wanted to see. I wanted to see it on the news that Count Nefaria is not touched. So in this case, we have been lucky. They are not going to touch the character. We can continue using the character as beast as he is with his regeneration. He's removing the accumulation of power, so to speak, from the opponents. That massive damage with the 15 Fury improvements and with the Ionic Overload. The truth is that Nefaria is a fairly round character that they brought us this 2024 in the previous 2024. So the truth is that I am quite happy that they did not touch this Nefaria. I was very afraid, and in fact it would also have been quite ugly if Kaban had nerfed us to Nefaria, because in the end, so to speak, they sold us the character. So it would be quite ugly if they stayed right now, because they nerfed the character once they earned that little money for him. So we ended up with Nefaria. I'm glad they didn't nerf or snort it, that they left it as it is. So on that side, we're doing well with Shathra, friends. Let's remember that Shathra was the summoner's choice in this 2024. Well, in the previous year, 2024, we are already in 2025. So as he always brings with him the characters in which we select, he is usually a quite versatile character, both in attack and defense as well. It has already been demonstrated with that beastly attack through his astral wasps. In fact, we have gameplay on the channel in case you want to stop by and watch it. Let's see what you can tell us about this character. The Wasp Goddess in Battle Real was designed to be a mystical, dynamic attacker who rewards a high-paced style of play and seeks confrontations with heavy attacks, as you already know. Shathra's way of gameplay is basically charging those astral owls, those astral wasps, keeping the hit strong with that copy of power and throwing sub-attack 2 in an unblockable way so that those astral wasps do a barbaric amount of damage for that very reason. They say here his way of playing with the heavy attack and with the high rhythm, because in the end he has to be quite fast with this character. Since its launch, we are happy with the way summoners have used Atrophy and Atrophy to a pretty important ability, because if I remember correctly, Shathra was the first character that Kavan brought us to be the counter of the worst defender we have right now in the games. Well, now new ones are arriving, but even so, Snake is still a very, very stupid defender, and in the end, Shathra it has become this character's first direct counter thanks to the Atrophy and that power theft that he has, also having emerged as a strong attack option in a group of high-impact cosmic defenders, notably in Master and Serpent. Just what I have told you, Snake, for generating many improvements in power accumulation, because with Shathra we give him Atrophy, they last less, and on top of that we take away his power, and with Teachers we remember that he is activating his improvements by himself. Therefore Shathra is also quite good for us because it becomes in a direct counter of this character. Then what else do they tell us? While Shathra's standout encounters are with a cosmic heavy attack, the uniqueness of his damage sources and the spatial control that generates his heavy attack to special attack loop allows him to comfortably execute his loop against a bunch of opponent characters. Basically, as I explained before, Shathra's performance and how to play with it. And Shathra's defensive performance so far also reflects his objectives with low impact and a threat, as long as attacker remembers to crush any wasp eggs that are on them. The truth is that Shathra is not that good defensively speaking, but that is where the attack actually, where it is seen, where this character works well. So in defense, I don't think they will touch it much. Let's see what they tell us. We are happy with what we are seeing from her overall and will not be making any changes as a result. So for me in this case, I'm happy too, right? They have played Shathra. That seems pretty good to me. Shathra is pretty level in terms of attack. She has a lot of damage thanks to those astral wasps. The way of development is super simple. We have super attack 1, shitting the eggs as we have read here, charging the strong blow and throwing super attack 2 on top with unblockable, because we are going to be doing a lot of damage through those wasps. The truth is that it is quite simple to use in attack, but then the defense is not a very good thing either, because in the end, the fact that we are shooting the opponent to remove those Shathra astral eggs will not give you any reason to lose a battle in Battlelands or lose a battle in Alliance Wars. The truth. So I'm glad Satria and the Nefaria didn't touch them. Let's see what's next, because Kaban has put something on us here. No changes are expected. We are currently working on batch number 1 and we should have more details on the first set of tightening. A reminder that Patriot is in this one. The Patriota set, which is the next character, so to speak, that they are going to buff NERF, or they are going to leave him the same as I hope they buff him, because the truth is that Patriota is a character that in the gameplay is quite cool to play with him, but it is true that his performance has not been seen as strong with our next round of reviews. The original announcement of the batch release can be found here, which is basically given in 1 or 2 months. You could expect communications or the balance review from Screen, and already with Lantern around mid-March, that is. We will already have the review of Scream and already with Lantern around mid-March, which are 2 characters that we hope that Scream will not be touched, and that already with Lantern, the duration of the disadvantages he has will be improved a little. The truth is, friends, I am quite happy with this news that basically in the balance association of Condemning and Shathra, it is not going to be realized that it is going to remain exactly the same with the potential that both characters have. I am very happy, especially for Condemn FR, which seems like a piece to me. Absolute beast. In fact, since it came out, I have been using it a lot in all the missions in raids, in Alliance raids, even though, by the way, you also have video of raids and alliances. In the end, he is a very, very complete character, and for Shathra's part, in the end, he is a character that suits you well if you take him for 200 because of that prestige he has, and apart from the ease of the attack he has with those astral wasps, that the truth, very few people we have in characters in Marvel superhero battle, since they are immune to those astral wasps, therefore they are going to receive that tremendous damage. So nothing, friends. Well, the truth is, quite happy. I remind you again to watch the Photon video in Rango 4, the showcase, so that you can see the power of this character. So friends, you always like the video, come up if you're not there, and see you in other videos. Bye bye, friends.